And whoever wakes in England sees, some morning unaware, that the lowest boughs on the brushwood sheaf round the elm tree bole are in tiny leaf. And whoever wakes in England sees, some morning unaware, that the lowest boughs on the brushwood sheaf round the elm tree bole are in tiny leaf, while the chaffinch sings on the orchard bough in England now. And after April, when May follows, and the whitethroat builds
Ray! Ray! Have you seen Ray?
No.
and the whitethroat builds, and all the swallows hark when my blossom pear in the hedge leans to the field and scatters on the clover blossoms and dewdrops at the bent spray's edge. That's the wise thrush. He sings each song twice over, lest you should think he never could recapture the first fine, careless rapture, and the... And though the fields look rough with hoary dew, all will be gay when noontide wakes anew. The buttercups, the little children's dower, far brighter than this gaudy melon flower.
Ah, there you are.
Yes.
You were being summoned.
Yes, I'm sorry, I'll go now.
It's too late. Well, I'm sorry you're landed with me, old son. But as you no doubt managed to gather, although your sister does not have the toothache, she must still keep her routine dental appointment, which this morning she's decided she will not do unless your mother goes along there too. Your mother has decided to pander to her, leaving you without her company, which means the rest of us must change our plans. You see that, do you?
Yes, of course.
What time do you have to be there?
11:15.
Does it matter if you're late?
They disqualify.
Oh. Better head for the garage, then. What are you doing?
I beg your pardon?
For the competition.
Oh, home thoughts from abroad.
Shelley. Isn't it Shelley?
No, Robert Browning.
Ah. How does it go?
Oh, well, you know.
Well, if I did, I wouldn't be asking.
Oh, to be in England now that April's there.
Carry on. For whoever wakes in England sees some morning unaware that the what?
Lowest boughs on the brushwood, Chief.
Oh, yes. You won last year, didn't you?
For the last 2 years.
Well, as I said to your mother, I said I'm out of work, I said, so I must visit the old club first. I might even let you meet some of the members. Coming in. Stay here if you'd rather. Oh, I shouldn't think you'll pick anything up. It's really very hygienic inside.
Debbie? Hey, Debbie, not so loud. You'll have Mrs. Benson up.
Good morning, Mum. It's the chauffeur, Mum. I'm fine, I hope, Mum.
Oh, hello.
Oh, beg pardon for the presumption, Ma'am, but this here's the chauffeur's son. Raybird, and say how do you do to the lady.
How'd you do?
Oh, well, pleased to meet you. I'm Joyce.
Not Joyce to you, son, Mrs. Rivers to you. Touch your forelock and show respect.
Oh, shut up. Do you want a cup of tea?
Oh, thank you very much, Mrs. Rivers.
Oh, come on, Ray. You don't want to believe a word your father says. Nobody else does.
Charming. Ah. Hello, Debbie.
Oh, hello.
I think you'll have to turn it down a bit, Debbie. You know what she's like downstairs.
It's a lovely noise, isn't it, Debbie?
Just a little bit, eh, Debbie?
Oh, what a shame. I was enjoying that. Got the day off, have you, then?
Oh, well, she got a bit of a headache, so I said she could have the day at home. Debbie, this is Raymond.
How'd you do? Oh, hello.
Who wants to go to school anyway, eh, Debbie?
Oh, you always encourage her.
Well, she's my favourite lady, aren't you, Debbie? Hey, Debbie?
Don't know.
All right, then. Your turn. All right, then. Get this.
There was a young man from Southend whose trousers proceeded to rend. He said, "Here I am on the top of a tram with a draft coming up my big end." I like it, I like it.
That's disgusting.
No, I like it.
Not bad, is it?
It's great. Have you got any?
I got two. You want them?
Oh, I love them.
Right. There was an old man at Portside who did like it. No, wait a second.
He's lost it.
No, hang on. There was an old man at Portside who fancied some camel fried. He went home for dinner and...
He's lost it.
No, all right. Have the second one, right?
All right.
Now, you wait for this one. Wait for it. Are you ready, Joyce?
All right.
There was Tony and Debbie and Mum out of work with hardly a crumb. But today he felt better because he got a letter which gave him a nice job in Brum.
Is that it?
Well, it's not very good, but spur of the moment. So, what do you think, eh?
What about?
'Cause he got a letter which gave him a nice job in Brum.
Do you mean it?
Of course I do. This morning, I got it this morning.
You got a job?
That's right.
In Birmingham?
That's right. Yeah, it's £3 a week on top of the last, and they're giving me a house as well. Can't be bad, can it?
Well, no.
No, can't be bad.
I know, but I thought yesterday you went after a job in Croydon.
Yeah, and this morning I've got a job in Brum.
Well, congratulations.
Oh, thanks very much.
When are you going?
Oh, well, that's the other thing. End of next week.
Well.
Yeah. Yes, you'll have the labour to yourself from now on.
Oh, yes. Yes, well, I'm very pleased.
Oh, good.
Oh, Tony, this is Ray.
Oh, hello.
My son.
Yes, I mean, dead spit. I mean, pleased to meet you.
How do you do?
You're coming down to Labour with us, are you? Pick up your doll.
I don't suppose he knows what the labour is.
The Ministry of Social Security.
Hello. He's on the ball. Well, I suppose,
Yes.
time we were making my last visit.
Yes.
Yes, end of an era and all that.
That's right, yes.
Still, we've had some good times. Yeah, it's been a good couple of months. No denying that, is there?
It's not, no.
Still, all good things have to reach an end. We've got to make the lolly, haven't we?
That's right, yes.
Anyway, all out for a few afterwards, eh? A few of those and a few games of ting-ting.
Well, I'm afraid it's a bit difficult.
Oh, yes, I see. Well, still, there's always the Queen's, you know. There's a kids' room in the Queen's.
No, he's in a competition. I'm taking him, you see, a poetry competition.
Oh. Well, that's very nice.
So I'm afraid...
Well.
Look, why don't we all go? Yes, we could all go. I'll buy you lunch. Celebrate your job.
Oh, I don't know.
There's Debbie, you see.
Oh, she could come too. You'd like that, Debbie, wouldn't you? Of course you would.
We're not ready. I mean, oh, no, we
You
can't.
can get ready while we go down to the Labour, then we come back and pick you up. There's plenty of time, really. I mean, for God's sake, we've got to do something to mark the occasion. Come on. Please, I'd like to. Please.
But what about... We don't want to spoil his big day for him.
Oh, well, you won't mind you coming, will you, Ray?
No.
Shouldn't think they'd be long. You see, when Debbie wants to stop, you have to, really, because it's not worth it otherwise.
Shouldn't be long, Ray.
Bit of comfort, eh? Debbie's still at it. You should have known what we did, Ray, and took the opportunity.
Don't you think we ought to, you know, buy something?
Do you want anything?
Well, no, not really, no.
Well, don't have anything then.
No, but I just thought...
Don't be silly. If they ask us, we tell them. We're passing motorists, we say, so we popped in to pass a very quick pee.
What is this competition then, Raymond?
It's for verse speaking.
Oh, yes. And what are you going to speak?
Home thoughts from abroad.
By Shelley.
And you like this verse speaking, do you, Ray?
Well, actually, yes, I do rather.
I wish you'd like speaking English as well. Well, actually, yes, I do rather. That's a mouthful of marbles. Doesn't mean anything, Ray.
Well, of course it means something, Jim.
No, it doesn't, mate. Doesn't mean a thing.
Well, I don't know about you, but it means something to me.
What does?
Well, what Ray said.
Oh, really? Over here, we have the language expert. Going to analyse it for us, then, are you, sir?
Yes. All right, sir. If that's what you want, yes. Well, actually, yes, I do rather.
There was a young man from...
No, hang on, I'm explaining it to you. Now, by well, actually, he meant if you want me to tell you the truth instead of just being polite. That's well, actually. Yes.
Meaning yes, I should hope. Meaning yes.
Well, meaning yes, but not just yes, because he goes on, doesn't he? He said, I do rather. That means he does rather like it. There are some things about it he doesn't like, but he does rather like it. So that's it, isn't it? Well, actually, yes, I do rather.
Give the man a round of applause.
Well, it means a lot, eh? Well, that's it, isn't it, Ray?
Yes, I think so.
There was a young man called Tony who talked a lot of baloney.
There was a young man called Jim who asked for a punch on the chin.
Pardon, Mrs. Arden.
There's a pig in your garden,
and it's made another very nasty noise. Don't get in a tizzle. We're only here for the whistle. Have you got a good chance with this thing then, Ray?
I don't know, really.
Oh, well, it's not the winning that matters, it's the taking part.
Hey, looks important, doesn't it?
Might be a tap, you know.
Hey, it's all up here, look. Regional Arts Festival.
Excuse me.
Fancy going in for any of that, then?
Anything for down in the fastest pint. Hey, McManus, Joyce. You love McManus.
Excuse me.
Well, you always watch it.
Well, I never wanted to win.
Oh, get off.
Anyway, that's not on today. Which bit's Raymond going in for?
Yes, what you in, Ray?
He's in the poetry section.
Oh, here it is. Verse-speaking boys.
You are in the boys, aren't you, Ray?
Junior, intermediate or senior, Ray?
Excuse me. I've got to. Excuse me.
Ray? Ray? The hell does he think he's playing at?
Excuse me. Excuse me, can I sign my name, please? Raymond Price, and Tilda School, Intermediate Poetry.
Now, what do you think you're doing, eh? Come on.
Excuse me, you...
Now, what do you think you're doing?
I've got to register. It's 11:15. I've got to...
You haven't got to do anything but listen to me. You may be the Tin Pot Poetry champ. It won't stop you getting a clip round the ear.
Yes, I'm sorry. You see,
These
I've just...
people may mean nothing to you, but they're my friends, Raymond. They're as good as you are. And you'll behave towards them as you would towards anyone else.
Well, yes, I'm sorry.
Now, come over here and apologise.
But I can't.
Come on. Ray wants to say something.
I'm sorry.
What for?
He's sorry because he dashed off like that. He thinks it was rude and he apologises, don't you?
Yes.
Blimey, that's all right. It didn't mean anything to me and Joyce, did it?
No.
Anyway, sorry, aren't you?
Yes.
Good. Now you can go and register.
I think it's too late.
Don't be silly, they can't be that particular.
It's in the rules.
Let's go and sort it out for him. I'm sorry my son's a little late. He should have registered by 11:15. It doesn't matter all that much, does it?
Well, yes, I'm sorry. I'm afraid it does.
He's only late by a couple of minutes.
I'm very sorry, but a rule is a rule. We make no exceptions whatsoever. In your case, of course, it doesn't apply. I ticked him off when he gave me his name just now. Doesn't matter if you sign now. Now, it's that room 4 over there, and I should hurry. They're just about to start now.
Thank you very much.
See? A lot of fuss about nothing. Well, what do you think, then? Do you want to watch?
It's up to Raymond. Whatever you...
Well, I don't think you'd like it. What I mean is, it's not very interesting. You all do the same thing, you see, and, well, it's not very interesting.
Between the lines, I'd say he didn't want us.
I should think I'd feel the same. We don't want to...
Embarrass him, no. Anyway, it's past opening time. I dare say we could use a couple of pints.
But there's Debbie.
Ah. How would you like to stay with Ray? He'll look after you, won't you, Ray? Would you like that, Debbie? You would, wouldn't you?
The buttercup's the little children's star, far brighter than this gaudy melon flower.
Oh, hello, Bryce. Going to win again, eh? You're number 7. Give you a chance to size up the competition.
Hello. Hello. What number are you?
7.
Oh, Maxwell, 6.
John Carter, please.
Isn't he the one that came 3rd after you and Maxwell last year?
Oh, to be in England, now that April's day, and whoever wakes in England sees the morning unaware, that the lowest boughs and the brushwood sheaf round the elm tree bole are in tiny leaf.
Hey, what's that?
Hey, what's it look like?
It's never champagne.
You didn't buy that, did you?
No, they gave it to me.
No, but I mean...
It's an occasion, isn't it?
Well, I'm the one that's got the job, you know. You're still out of work.
I've still got a bit of my golden handshake left.
You won't have it much longer if you go on like that.
Do you want it or don't you?
Of course we want it.
Well, get it inside you then.
I just meant I'd have been quite happy with a pint, that's all.
Here's to drowning my sorrows.
Blimey.
Oh, drink up, come on.
Cheerio. What sorrows you got then, Jim?
I'm losing you, aren't I?
You won't need a pill to get over that.
We playing a machine?
Do you want to?
Of course I do. Got to go through the routine. Here you are.
No, I've got some money.
Shut up, my day today.
He's going mad, isn't he?
Do you remember the first one? Pub opposite the Labour.
I remember you winning the jackpot.
My second pull, wasn't it? After you put all that money in.
You had to be friendly after that.
Hold the oranges.
Shut up. Let me play my own game.
She never holds the oranges. There was a young lady who got oranges.
Who never would hold the oranges.
I told you to hold the oranges.
I told you to shut up.
Oh, she's off again.
You ought to know her by this time.
Don't go, Tony.
I've got to, haven't I?
Why?
Work.
You'll get another job.
Cheers.
I'm serious.
Oh, come off it.
I am.
Why shouldn't I go?
Well, you wouldn't know anyone there for a start.
Well, you've got to get to know people, haven't you? You make an effort.
No, I don't.
I meant me.
You said you.
Of course I said you. It's a mode of... Yeah, I think Jim's getting argumentative.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are. You are.
Well, for God's sake, don't be so bloody stupid.
Hey, steady, steady. I'm not your son, you know.
Maxwell Hawkins, please.
You next.
You think I treat him badly then, Tony?
I never said that.
It's none of your business, really.
Of course it's not.
That's fine.
Yep.
Look, come on, you two.
Anyway, I thought you agreed with me.
Ooh, look at that. I just missed it.
I told you about him. I told you about all of them. I thought you agreed with me about what they were like.
Come on, Jimmy. I didn't know them, did I?
I told you about them.
Well, that's different, isn't it? I was looking at it from your point of view.
Of course you were looking at it from my point of view. You're my friend, aren't you?
All right, fine. You know them better than me. I just thought he seemed a nice lad, that's all.
He is a nice lad. All my family are nice. I just don't happen to like the sort of nice people they are.
Poor old Ray.
What do you mean?
Well, I suppose you made him, didn't you?
That's right.
Look, Jimmy, can we have some more champagne?
Yeah, of course we can. That's what it's there for.
And let's stop quarrelling. It's a celebration.
I'm not quarrelling.
Good.
I was just commenting on your lack of spunk in accepting the first job that came along.
I didn't take the first job, Jim. Look, I've got better wages and a better house.
As you've got Birmingham.
Oh, come on, Jimmy. Just because you don't want us to go...
Tony, leave it.
Leave what?
Well, he doesn't want us to go. I mean, that's very nice of him. Come on, have your last go. This game's a dead loss.
Oh, this machine's no good at all.
It's my money. What are you worrying about?
That's not funny, Jimmy.
I'm sorry.
I offered to spend my own.
All right, so you did.
You may usually earn more than I do.
All right,
but
let's
now
forget...
you're redundant and earning nothing at all.
Tony, forget it.
Forgotten it.
I haven't.
All right, then, nor have I.
I don't flaunt my money.
You flaunt everything.
Tony.
I'm not stupid, you know.
What do you mean?
Oh, you may think I'm stupid. I'm not really, you know. No, I do like Tony and Joyce. I really do. They're nice people to know. I mean, of course, while one's out of work. You're slumming, Charlie, and it shows.
Tony.
Now, come on, let's go.
What are we going for?
Because I say so.
Oh, Tony, don't be ridiculous.
I'm not being ridiculous. You come in or not.
Of course I'm not. Now, don't
All
be
right,
daft
and
and
you
let-
stay. Yeah, I dare say you'd rather. Yeah, you don't fool me, not either of you. No, I know your bloody little game, all right.
Oh, to be in England now that April's there, and whoever wakes in England sees, some morning unaware that the lowest boughs in the brushwood sheaf round the elm tree bole are in tiny leaf, while the chaffinch sings on the orchard bough in England now. And after April, when May follows, and the whitethroat bills and all the swallows hark where my blossom pear tree in the hedge leans to the field, and scatters on the clover blossoms and dewdrops at the bent spray's edge.
He's not coming back, Jim.
I know.
Oh, almost the same final as last year.
Yes.
Yes, what with you and Maxwell and the boy Carter. I didn't think the one with the red hearse should have got through, did you?
I don't know.
You nearly forget your words just then. Well, you certainly recovered yourself very well, I hardly noticed at all. I mean, you're in the finals, aren't you? And that's the important thing, isn't it?
Aren't you hungry?
Not very.
Were you sick just now? Well, when we came out of the hall and you went to the toilet, you looked very white when you came back.
No, I wasn't sick.
I think you were.
I was not sick.
Right, all right, keep your hair on. Don't you want your chips? Can I have them then?
Oh, yes, God.
Thanks. Do they make you do this at your school? Go in for this?
No,
How many do it?
only me.
Well, why'd you do it then?
Oh, you know.
I suppose you like the winning, do you?
I don't know.
We've got a girl at our school who always wins, running and jumping and that. Judy Phillips. She always wins. They read it out after prayers. Once again, we must congratulate Judy Phillips. I think that's the bit she really likes. Is that the bit you like?
I don't know.
Of course it is. You know it is. It's a bit hard like. I bet they're all like us and all. We keep waiting for Judy Phillips to lose.
Look, do you mind if I leave you to finish that alone?
Could I be sick again?
No, it's just that...
Well, I won't be a minute.
No, but you see, I think
Where are you going?
Well, I'm doing the same poem again, you see, and...
You're not going to practice.
Well...
Well, you're half shaky, aren't you?
Look, I'll see you.
Do you want to know a secret about your dad? You sit down, I'll tell you a secret.
What about my dad?
You don't know, do you?
What?
He's mucking around with my mum. I'm pretty sure he's knocking her off.
I think you're stupid to have that beer.
Why?
On the top of champagne?
I'll be all right.
Up to you, isn't it?
Yep.
Don't blame me if you're ill.
I won't.
Fine.
Oh, pardon, Mrs. Arden. There's a pig in your gob.
We can't stop here forever.
No. He can't know about yesterday.
I don't think so.
I mean, Debbie.
No, she promised. I'd give her £1. I mean, terrible. You know, felt terrible doing it, but, you know.
He knew I was coming round there yesterday.
Oh, yes.
He said to come round.
Yes.
And she didn't see anything, not really.
I think she'll be all right.
I suppose he did mean
I think so. But I'm sure it's all, you know.
imagination.
Yes. I mean, it was really because you mentioned about the money. Then there was that business in the hotel. You were a bit funny with him when we stopped at that hotel. What with that and the money...
I didn't mean it.
I know.
It was just such a shock about Birmingham.
Yes, but that's what made him
Yes.
say what he did about the other.
Yeah.
He's jealous about everything about you, see? Terrible thing is, if you're guilty tomorrow, I know him. He'll just keep on apologising, and I'll keep pretending I don't know what he's apologising for.
It's all my bloody fault.
Takes two, doesn't it?
Stephen.
Sorry.
What about Birmingham?
I don't know.
Do you want to go?
I don't know. In a way, I suppose. Best thing that could happen.
Will I see you again after today?
Well, I should think...
Sort of formal do.
Well, if he's feeling guilty, he won't want to go without.
Making it up.
Something like that.
I love you. Do you love me?
Tony.
Do you love me?
I don't know. I suppose so.
You see, the other lot, my lot. Well, of course, Tony's right. They are nice. They're very nice. There's really nothing wrong with them at all. He's right about the other thing, too. I'm the one who made them. No, not just literally, not just the kids. The whole blooming setup. You've got to hand it to me. I made the lot. But the fact that it's my fault just makes it worse. That and the fact that I didn't realise it. While you're working, you don't. Not really. Not at first, not the full implications, anyway. Then when it all stops, when the firm just suddenly says cheerio, you think nothing can be worse than that. But it can. Far worse. You can look round at what you've made in 15 years of sweating it out, and you suddenly realise you don't like it at all. You don't like the house, the garden, the carpets, the chairs, your wife, the dog, or the au pair girl. You don't even like your children very much. They're strangers, the lot of them. You can't stand the whole bloody atmosphere. It's disinfect the front doorbell and pack your passion in a polythene bag. It's done roaming before you've even started. It's... what, I don't know. But I do know one thing, I can't stand it. I know I can't take another job just to go back and finance that little lot. That is, of course, if I had a job. Which, as a matter of fact, I have. I got offered one 2 weeks ago. It's better money than the last, and the work doesn't sound too much of a bore. And there's all the executive perks thrown in. But no one knows about it because I can't take it.
I mean, for God's sake, why should I take it? There's no reason at all. Until this morning, that is. Because the other thing was that I'd found you and Tony. And whatever it was, I don't know what it was, but there was a definite magic in being with you. With both of you. There still is. It means more to me than anything I know. On top of which there's the other complication. The fact that I've fallen in love with you. It's not easy, is it?
No, it's not.
And then this morning he says you're both going away. There's not going to be anything. That's what I'm saying. Will you stay with me? That's what I mean.
To be in England now that April's there, and whoever waits in England sees some morning unaware that the lowest boughs of the brushwood sheep and the country power and tiny leaf the country power in England now.
I told my mother I couldn't care less.
Ladies and gentlemen, we come at this moment in time to the final round of the verse-speaking competition for intermediate boys. As in the case of this morning, I shall call out each competitor's name. He will come forward to the rostrum. I shall then indicate that we are ready for him to commence, and he will then commence the set piece. So if you will just allow me time to return to my place, I shall be ready to announce the first competitor.
What are we doing here?
Shut up.
Oh, pardon, Mrs. Arden, I only asked.
We can't just go without them, can we?
It's all decided then.
What?
We are going.
Look, I said shut up.
We drive the car to Victoria, we flog it, we pocket the loot, right? Then we hop on the Orient Express and we don't hop off to Istanbul.
That's a load of bull.
Oh, clever socks.
Come on.
You are with me, aren't you? I love you. I love you. I love you.
Shut up.
Ah, boys' intermediate poetry, isn't it? Room 4 as this morning. They're just about to start.
Thank you very much. I'm from the NSPCC.
Oh, to be in England, now that April's there, and whoever wakes in England sees some morning unaware, at the lowest boughs and the brushwood sheaf, round the elm tree bowler in tiny leaf, while the chaffinch sings on the orchard bough, in England now. And after April, when May follows, and the white-throat bills and all the swallows, hark, where my blossomed pear tree.
John Carter, please.
Oh, to be in England, now that April's there, And whoever wakes in England sees some morning unaware. Rough with hoary dew, all will be gay when noontide wakes anew. The buttercups, the little children's dower, far brighter than this gaudy melon flower.
Maxwell Hawkins, please.
He wants to beat you.
Oh, to be in England now that April's there, and whoever wakes in England sees some morning unaware that the lowest bough and the brushwood sheaf round the elm tree bole are in tiny leaf, while the chaffinch sings on the orchard bough in England now. And after April when May follows and the whitethroat bills, and all the swallows hark where my blossom pear tree in the hedge leans to the field and scatters on the clover blossoms and dewdrops at the bent spray's edge. That's the wise thrush. He sings each song twice over, lest you should think he never could recapture the first fine, careless rapture. And though the fields look rough with hoary dew, all will be gay when noontide wakes anew. The buttercups, the little children's dower, far brighter than this gaudy melon flower.
I'm sorry.
What'd you have to bring them for? They didn't want to come. What'd you bring them for?
Raymond Price, please.
They're calling you.
Please don't stay and watch me.
Look, don't tell me.
She told me about you two. You make me sick.
Raymond Price, please.
Look, if he doesn't want us, come on.
You might as well stay here, Joyce.
Oh, no, I don't think...
Stay and watch.
Oh, to be in England now that April's there.
I won't be sorry to leave this place.
No. Look, about the pub. No. About the pub and about that, about what he said. I don't really believe it, of course.
Well, I mean...
I don't.
No. Of course not.
I like you very much, Jimmy. It's been a really great time this past couple of months. Yes, we've had some really great, the three of us, some really great times. But it's got to be over because I've got a job and I'm off to Brum. Well, that's it, you see. But I couldn't. You are all right, you see. Now, however much you complain about home and that, basically, I mean, you are all right. You've got, well, most of the all right things. And both of us, both Joyce and me, I'm sure we both think, blimey, wowee, whoopee, we had those things, we'd be all right, you know. I know we wouldn't, of course, because you tell us what it's like. But we still think, you know, what you'd spend your 100,000 on. When the pools came up, you know, what you'd spend it on. Probably seems very stupid to you. But with you, with us, there is a bit of that. Just a bit of glamour, you know. And I'm sure Joyce thinks, well, both of us do. And when you begin to think like that, you carry on, you see. You think it'd be nice to be with it all the time. Well, that's equally stupid too, because if we were together all the time, or if, you know, together all the time, well, we'd very soon find out we were very different and not the sort of people who could get on at all. Joyce loves me. So what I'm saying is, I couldn't do without. I haven't got anything else. Me and Debbie and her. And that's it, you see. So, what I'm really saying is, I know there was nothing in it. And even if there was, well, there couldn't be, could there? There couldn't be, could there? If you follow me.
Are you going to defend it next year, Raymond?
No, I can't, Mrs. Rivers. I'll be a senior next year.
Still, you'll be going in for that.
I expect so, yes.
Thank you very much. Shall I?
Yes, of course.
Oh, yes.
Nobody else has ever won it 3 years running.
Is that a fact, Raymond?
Yes.
Well, that's very good, isn't it?
Oh, thanks.
Well, you can all help yourselves.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Tony. What about making Debbie take it up?
What's that?
This verse speaking.
Oh, blimey, I can see that, yeah.
Hey, I think your daddy's being rude about you. Still, stop her picking up that Birmingham accent.
It's true enough, yeah.
Anyone want a biscuit?
No, thank you.
No.
Oh, I might as well.
Well, I'm glad you made a stop for this, Jim. I was dying for a cup. Weren't you, Tony?
Yeah.
Well, of course, I thought, you know.
Very good idea.
Yeah. Makes up for not buying anything this morning.
That's right.
I know it's here somewhere.
Oh, look, Tony, it's not important, really.
Well, don't be silly, I must find it.
No, Tony, really.
Ah, got it.
Oh. Still, I mean, you shouldn't.
Of course I should. It's yours.
Well, thanks.
Thank you.
Still, I mean...
It's yours.
Right.
Well, many thanks, chauffeur.
Do you mention it, Governor? There was a young man called Jimmy whose car was remarkably tinny. Said Tony to Joyce,
as we've got no choice,
we might as well go for a spinny. Right.
Oh. After you.
You need a bigger place.
Get him one.
Right.
Many thanks. Anyway.
Oh, blimey.
We might see you again before we go.
Oh, yes. You just see how things...
Right.
Well, bye then.
Cheerio. Bye again.
Cheers.
Right.
Raymond?
Yes, Dad?
I'm sorry about today. I know it meant a lot to you. It meant quite a bit to me, too, and, well, I thought if we could talk about it for a bit before we go inside, I might be able to show you I mean, I might be able to make you see. We might be able to formulate, make some basis for, You know what I mean, don't you?
I think we'd better go in.
Is that you, Ray?
It's us.
How'd you get on, Ray?
He won.
Oh, did you, Ray? Oh, that's very good, Ray. Oh, where is he?
Don't know. He's up in his room, you know what he's like.
Ray?
Oh, to be in bloomin' England now that bloomin' April's there. And whoever wakes in bloomin' England sees some morning unaware that the lowest bloomin' bough or the brushwood sheaf round the elm tree bloomin' bole are in tiny bloomin' leaf.